Hello, 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 everyone. How's everyone doing on today? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I am trying out something here and um, I am trying to share my screen, but it looks like Facebook's doing something kind of crazy. Like, what is it doing here? I don't understand. So bear with me 1 second. Can you see it? Let me take a look at my screen. Let me look at my phone. Let me look at my phone and see if it's sharing the right way. I don't think it is. I might have to end this and start another way. Do y'all see my screen? Can you see me? Hello, hello, hello. If you're joining me, go ahead and put a hashtag I'm here in the comments. Okay, so your screen, it does show. My screen, it shows blank. So, okay, I think I know what I must do. So sorry about that, and thank you for being so patient as I try to figure out technology. It's such a wonderful thing, this technology, and I hope you can't hear my dryer going off in the background, but if you do hear any noise, it's my dryer going off there because I was washing up some clothes, but hopefully you can't. Anyway, so today's topic is self-lender. Is it a good way to build credit? So hello, 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 everyone. I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'm broadcasting in a number of different places. One of the key places I want to tell you about is my business page, Tesha D Colston, and in the group MoneyWise Couples. Okay, we're going to be talking about self-lender. Is it a good way to build your credit? Now, listen, here's the deal. When you're ready to open a credit card or take out a loan, the credit card company or the lender is going to check your credit report and your credit score to learn about how you have managed credit in the past. And I think people forget that piece when it comes to credit building and removing things. It's all about how you have managed your credit in the past, right? So if you have a long history of effectively managing your credit and making payments on time, then guess what? You're going to have good credit scores. And you're more likely to, have credit cards or loans that have good terms and good rates. Your mailbox will overflow with opportunities and offers for you to continue to put yourself in debt, right? Now, if you've never used credit or you have negative information, like you missed payments, you didn't pay, you paid but not on time, not as agreed, those kinds of things, then you may be less likely to get a loan or a credit card. And if you do get the loan or credit card, you might get rates and terms that are not really favorable to you, right? So building or rebuilding your credit is very important. But listen, building and rebuilding your credit takes time. Don't listen to people who say, oh, I can do this and I can do that. There's some tricks and things that you can do, but credit building and rebuilding takes time, okay? So it's important that you start to begin to build or rebuild your credit before you really need it. So let's talk about this self-lender that you see in front of you and see if this is a good way for you to build and rebuild your credit. Because as with anything, there's positives and there's negatives, all right? So let me take a pause for the cause. For those of you who do not know me, hi, I'm Tesha D Colston, financial educator and coach. In my MoneyWise couples group is where we empower couples to work effectively together to master this money thing. The website is moneywisecouples.com, and it's being updated right now, but you can go there, you can join our mailing list, you can be notified when it does go live. And if you haven't already done so, visit us in Facebook in our Money Couples community. Just do a search for hashtag MoneyWise Couples. It's a group where couples come to learn how to grow their relationships and their bank accounts, okay? And I'm going to be starting a series called Couples in Coins. And this is going to give you wealth building strategies. I'm going to be showing couples how to create generational wealth together, okay? How to create generational wealth together. So you want to come into the MoneyWise community and join us so you can get in with those tips and tricks I'm going to share with you. All right, so on to today's topic, self-lender. Is it a good way to build credit? So here we have the self-lender site, right? Self-lender is a service in which you kind of lend money to yourself, you know, giving yourself a CD-backed secured loan, okay? Now, there's some requirements to self-lender. Basically, you got to be 18 or over. You got to be a permanent United States resident. You got to have a bank account. You got to have a social security number. You got to have an email and a phone number. That's it. What's that? That's just normal. That's it. I'm telling you, I've done this. My husband's done this. This process is smooth. It's easy. But let's take a look at it and see how it works and see if it's going to work for you. Now, so here we have the self-lender site. And as you can see, I believe you can see at the top here, you just go to selflender.com, selflender.com. And I'm not going to actually go into the site, but you can see you can sign up with your Facebook account, or you just put in your first name, your last name, and your email address, and then you can click join self-lender, and it'll ask you for all those informational type things that we just talked about. From what I remember, you don't have to like submit a driver's license or anything, but you do have to put in your social security number. But the site is legit and it is backed by the FDIC. Okay, so let's just take a brief little look around the self-lender, and let's just go to learn. Okay, what is a credit builder account? Because basically that is what you are doing. You are trying to build your credit. So it talks about what is a self-lender. It's a financial technology company that has a mission to help people build their credit, particularly those who are new to credit or might not have access to traditional financial products, okay? So it talks about how you can apply. You apply for, how it works. Your money is secured and protected in a bank account. You pay it off in 12 to 24 months, whatever the payment plan is that you choose. And each payment builds your credit history and adds to your savings account. I'm going to say that again. This is the point that I love about self-lender, is because it is encouraging you to build or to have healthy spending habits. Healthy spending habits, because each, as opposed to like a credit card where you spend and you pay back, this you're putting it into the card, so to speak, the CD account, right? But it's building your credit history and it's adding to your savings account. So your payments are reported to all 3 credit bureaus, which is going to make your credit score go up, okay? Long as you pay it, it's going to go up, okay? It gives you a quick little video, and it tells you about, you know, what type of payment plans they have. So they have low to be $25 a month, right? And at the end of the 24-month term, you get $525. Now, somebody might say, oh, that's not a lot. Well, you know what? It's building your credit, and who cares? By the time the end of the term comes, you got $500, and who knows what you're going to need $500 for. All right. There is a $9 administration fee for the 24-month term. It's at 14.92 APR. You've got a $48 a month that you can do for 12 months, and then you've got $89 a month that you can do, and you get $1,000 for a 12-month term. So you have 3 different options. Oh no, 4, I'm sorry, $150 a month. And at the end of the 12 months, you get $1,700. So you can do you have 3 options for 1 year, and you have 1 option for 2 years, okay? So if you don't have but $25 a month, you just do that, 2-year plan. At the end of the 2 years, you have $525. Now, how awesome is that? I mean, this thing is just the bomb, okay? Now, yes, are there fees? Of course. How else are they going to make money? Everybody's got to make money. People are always talking about, oh, they make money. Yes, they're supposed to make money. They're giving you a service to help you build your credit and save your money at the same time. So yes, there's going to be a fee for that, okay? Just say to yourself, there's a fee for that, all right? So now here's one question people might ask is that, if you can't meet the payments, what do I do? Well, if you can't meet a payment, you can talk to them, but just remember that it's a credit product. So even though you're saving your own money, if you do not pay, it can hurt your credit, because they're going to report to the credit bureaus if you have not paid. So keep that in mind. If you find yourself in a predicament and you say, okay, I can't do this, then you want to give them a call and see what your options are, okay? The next thing it talks about is, what do I need to do to get started? We talked about this. This is what you need: bank account, email address, your social security number, a physical address, and you have to be 18 years or older. Now, so here's some of the pros and the cons of self-lender, okay? The pros, of course, we've talked about that. It forces you to save. It builds your credit score. Here's something key. When they do pull your credit, right? They pull it. They do what's called an inquiry, but it's a soft pull, right? They don't do a hard pull on your credit. So what does that mean? It won't show as an inquiry, okay? So none like other places, when they do an inquiry, it shows on your credit report, but this won't show on your credit report. Also, the fee is lower than a lot of the secured cards. When you look at those interest rates that were just on there, the fees are a lot lower than, I have a secured credit card, and that secured credit card's interest rate is, too dang on high, okay? But that was the cost of doing business and the cost of having, or rebuilding your credit, okay? So you got 14.92%, and you're getting this money, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So the fee is lower than a lot of the secured credit cards. And then here's another thing. You can share this product out with others. And guess what? You get an affiliate offer. I have gotten a few checks from offering this to other people. All right. So what if you offered this? I believe it's $10. So let's say you offered this and 2 people each month took it up, and you were on the $25. Then that means that essentially you would only be paying $5 a month. Or 3, you wouldn't even be paying anything. If they'd be paying, so you do that every single month, and you'll get the affiliate check in the mail. They give you a check, it comes in the mail. And guess what? It cashes, okay? All right. So now, as with all things, there's pluses and there's minuses. So let's talk about the minuses to self-lender. It does add an extra monthly payment, okay? So like, as with it, if you get a credit card, right, you can control your spending in the sense that you can go buy your monthly, whatever. Let's say you put all your gas on the card. You can put all your gas on the card, and then at the end of the month, you can pay that off. So you don't actually add to your income, okay, or to your outgo, okay? So you can do that. Whereas with self-lender, you are agreeing to pay $25 a month every month, or $150, or whatever payment plan that you use. Okay, So you can pay off your living expenses each month, so it's not an extra expense to your budget. Okay. So those are the two cons that I see. I mean, outside of all the other options that are out there, I mean, come on, hey, you should have a savings plan anyway. So include this in your savings plan, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is going to be good for, college students. It's going to be good for those who are rebuilding their credit. It's going to be good for those who don't have a lump sum for a secured card. It doesn't cost anything for you to get this thing started, okay? It takes seconds. One of the questions here is, how long does it take to join Self-Lender? I mean, listen, many customers are able to join in less than 5 minutes. I would agree. I joined it. It took less than 5 minutes. And guess what? I did it from my cell phone. There's an app for that, okay? You can download the app for that. So, now, the bottom line is Self-Lender can be the right solution for you. If you want to rebuild your credit, you want to build your credit, and you want to save at the same time and reduce your costs. It adds to a great credit mix as well. So you have different mixes of credits, mortgages, car loans, credit cards. This adds to a great portion of that mix as well. Now, I've used Self-Lender, and so has my husband. As I said, we love it. The process was easy. It comes straight out of my account each month. They warn you like 4 days in advance that you're about to have a payment, and you can just switch up your accounts to whatever, and it really does increase the score, and it contributes to a savings mindset as opposed to a spending mindset. Now, it took us a long time to change the way that we looked at money. We spent money willy-nilly, and honestly, it takes consistency and discipline to stay on track. But if you are ever going to break the cycle of wrong spending and living paycheck to paycheck, create some financial freedom in your life, you're going to need to, change some things up. You're going to need to pay close attention to how you're spending your money. You're going to need to do a budget, and you're going to need to save. That's the bottom line. Those are the things that are going to help you to stay, and if you are off track, to get back on track and to stay on track. All right. So I want to encourage you to go ahead on, if you feel that this is right for you, go ahead and take a look. Now, I will have an affiliate link in the description for this video. So if you want to take a look, click on my link, okay? Click on my link, because I took the time to bring you this information. Click on the link, take a look at it, see if it's right for you, and you can go from there. Now, I also have a completely free action plan to help you stop living from paycheck to paycheck. If you can't afford $25, then maybe it's because you're living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm going to put a link to that description or in the description as well, all right, as well as my Self-Lender link. So if you're interested, open your account today, and it'll, set up your billing later. You don't pay today. You pay it when it's the billing for it. So, but that's all I got for you. Just remember that if you have any questions about how to talk to your spouse about money, about doing finances God's way, about budgeting, about financial management, or you need a consultation, you can email us, moneywisecouples@gmail.com, or join the Facebook group, #MoneyWiseCouples. Remember that this week we will be starting our Couples and Coins, which will be showing couples how to create generational wealth together. And if you found this information valuable, I want you to press the like button and share it and comment and let us know that you were here by doing #replay. And if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe so you can be updated when we release more marriage-changing content. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining. I'm Tesha D. Colston with MoneyWise Couples, as we talked about Self-Lender. Is it a good way for you to build your credit? That's it for now, guys. Take care, and God bless.